In the top left, we got Bees Get Degrees playing as the Britons, 1-0 on this best of 3 match. And in the bottom right, squeekyg playing as the Japanese, looking to come back, looking to bring it back with that reverse sweep. We'll see how it goes. This was another one where Bees was like, maybe we'll play like one game one night, and then it'll be a little late, so we'll wait on the next ones. We'll see how it goes. And then after that first game, he was like, okay, let's get this done. I'm ready to roll again. Run the next one. So there it was, and we're back. Currently.
Oh, what is this? Squeaky G with the tried and true classic.
The most classic matchup of this tournament. Britons and Japanese. Most played civs, I think, by the way. We're on Mountain Ridge, and actually I didn't know this before coming into the game, but this map has a huge amount of ponds with like a weirdly high number of shorefish on them. So, you know, players probably could look to go in and take that free fish if they're wanting a bit of a food boost at the beginning of the game. On the same hand, though, no boars on this map. Well, I say that there is one for both players. I think just one. Might throw off the build order a little bit. We got pigs. We got lumber camps coming up now. Actually interesting to see the lumber camp. It's about right. Bees with only 6 on food to start with. 6-4. squeekyg going heavy on the food right now. Only 1 building that lumber camp to start. Chopping stragglers, building some house walls. You know the drill. Bees Get Degrees taking that first boar. Let's see here. I'm just going to look at the map and check out those resource distributions for each player. I think this is pretty favorable for squeekyg. Oh, there's no berries. There's no berries on this map whatsoever. That's the thing. I knew there was something weird about this. I think they replaced 1 boar and all berries on this map with shorefish. So
they're gonna have to start
any players that encounter this map in the future will know. Go onto the fish as soon as possible.
Yeah, they're gonna have to expand out of that fish, and that means they're gonna need wood for those buildings. So it kind of changes up the build order, which makes for interesting choices.
Yeah, I mean it'll hurt both players' confidence a little bit because it's not going well necessarily for either of them, but it's not going to give either player like necessarily like an advantage. It's kind of an interesting like dynamic. Mm-hmm. Both players now with the board. We do know squeekyg leans quite heavily on the berries in a normal game, so we'll see how he deals with that. But like I was saying, these resources, the gold here and just that forward wood line, definitely in favor of squeekyg right now. He's like 3 gold deposits all next to each other, next to his base. Drop a TC on there and you're good for life. You're gold for life. Bees obviously will try to wall off, but he has quite a wide open front there in front of the TC, south of the TC. So,
oof, barely missing that sheep.
The scouting pig.
I mean, the pig. Well, that was big. I thought it was a sheep. Barely missing it.
We can call him sheep. Yeah,
close enough.
They're all sheep in my eyes. Still, squeekyg. I think he's now rallying onto wood. But also that TC idle time is already doubled for squeekyg with only 6. Oh, wait. Where are this guy's villagers at? Oh, they're idle. That's why they're not showing. Okay. 5 on food, like 6 idols, 2 on wood. He's going to have to work out that new food source as soon as possible, but it's going to be a little tricky on this game, on this map. Wololo from Caltego. Welcome in. Okay, Squeaky choosing to just mill those deer down there. That's a good choice. That's a good choice. They won't last for too long, so he's going to have to compensate somehow. But that's probably going to lead to a little bit of a longer Dark Age. Wololo. Wisco boys. Reminder here that whoever wins this goes into the grand final of the King of the Losers bracket. Whoever loses heads down to that bronze match for a chance at the 3rd place. So, yeah, this is the second game. The decider for Bees if he wins. Could potentially have our King of the Losers king. Wait, that would just be the King of the Losers, I think. But big game here on Mountain Ridge. He's just opting for some straggler trees right there, maybe clearing them out for some more optimized farm locations, and kind of thinking about walling the front of the base. It's going to be real tricky for him, and we know he loves to do it, so he's going to try.
Yeah, always a nice choice to make some defensive structures. Squeaky is going to find Beast's town center, it looks like.
That's Beast Scout, I think. Squeaky, we'll see if I go into any kind of field of view, fog of war thing at any point. All hail King of the Losers from Big Tuna. Thank you very much. Wow, that overlay is broken, but thank you for the 1,000 bits. Incredible stuff. We LM 31. Cam, can you decrypt Caltego's messages here?
Big Tuna.
I'm not so sure.
31. What? It has to be something AOE related. AOE.
AOE. I mean, it's a taunt. What is 31 taunt?
I'm looking for here. Taunt,
Okay.
AOE2 taunt as soon as it pops up. Charge bugle call is what it's on my end here.
Okay. I like that.
See.
Yeah, look, here we go. This is going to be a rough wall. I think he's just going to go full palisades for it, though. And
yeah,
taking those shorefish now. Bees recognizing that.
Attacking enemy now. That's what it's...
Attacking enemy now.
That's what it is.
Okay, Squeaky G going to be up to Feudal Age, almost a full research time ahead of Bees right now. Interesting stuff. 19 to 25 villager count. Looking in favor of our blue player in the macro point of view here. Maybe we'll get a faster castle age out of him, but he's also not moved on to gold there, so I don't know if either of these players is going to be planning that far ahead at the minute, just reacting to what happens on the map. Squeaky G moving out with some early militia. Get those Jap fishing ships going. Yeah, I mean, I think with 5, like, for example, on that pond right there that Bees is taking, there's 5 shorefish. Probably worth doing a few fishing ships on that, to be honest. But I don't know that Squeaky G is going to spot that particular free food opportunity.
Yeah, this game is definitely the lack of bear. Oh, I was gonna just as I was gonna make that comment. Bees is going up to the next stage, and I didn't even know Squeaky in the next stage already.
Oh yeah, and Squeaky with the forward militia. I have to always pause and remember what the tier 1 version of those units is. The militia took a little damage from a wolf, but he might try. He's bringing the scout up now. Might try to get some villager kills right now.
Not a bad call.
And we always know Squeaky very effective at the raiding, or at least very much focused on the raiding. Oh, they're gonna get found out by the scout though.
Question is, he should be able to win this exchange. Scout's gonna back off, so Squeaky's gonna win this little duel.
But it's no longer a surprise when those men at arms hit.
Yeah, he's gonna. Oh, is he gonna be able to get to that hole? Is he gonna be able to get there in time?
I don't think so. Bees sees it. Is he gonna quick wall that? I'm leaving that perspective for some reason. We're back. Oh, it looks like he got the wall up. That had enough of it. That was a micro move. He definitely
that was a really good play by Bees. But the question, I think Squeaky's just gonna go around because there is nothing covering that side. So he is gonna. Yep, he's gonna. But it looks like
Bees that villager.
Yeah, Bees does have a few.
Turns to fight with the Vil, and also
the
micro's not there.
Oh my goodness!
Instead of getting the villager hit. Wow.
What a play!
What a save! And the KD 2-0. No equal kills. Lured in. Yeah, exactly.
That was a really well played by Bees right there. Just
some really solid moments of micro right there. We're looking at a hole up there for Bees. Some houses coming up to at least maintain the control of the traffic flow for Squeaky G. Lured in. B's should be changed to A's. A's get degrees. Yeah, absolutely. Good plays from him right now.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job.
Is he going to get that scout? No, it's going to run away.
Good calls. After losing those militias, good thing that he backed off there. Probably good choice.
Absolutely. Now that wall is probably going to come up for Bees. Doesn't want to see another provocation like that. And Squeaky G probably going to move into Scout Cav now. He does enjoy Scout Cavalry raids. Meanwhile, working on Man-at-Arms. Since he's the Japanese, I feel like you better be making those Man-at-Arms, right?
Mm-hmm.
For those who are uninitiated, of course, Japanese have that faster attack speed on their melee infantry units. I'm not sure what the percentage is. I want to say like 20%, but I'm making that up as I go along. Market and blacksmith for squeekyg. Looks like he wants to go, well, he's getting prepared for that castle age. I don't think he's really thinking about it just yet, but you're going to need those buildings anyways. And you're going to need those attack upgrades. We have a two-handed swordsman. No, that's just man-at-arms. We got man-at-arms upgrade now for bees. It's worth getting, even as the Britons, if you got that many militia. There we go again. I paused that. The militia is like a black word in my brain. I can't think of it ever. A black site. Both players still moving their scouts around, keeping those horses busy. Bees struggling a little bit on the wood front. Gonna have some farms expire. He's gonna now move those villagers probably just to wood as well, or gold. In fact, well, oh, those guys going fishing. Can't tell.
Get a scout into the base. He might be able. He's just kind of looking around right now, just doing just figuring out what bees has got. He's gonna see all these men in arms. Is he gonna lose that scout? Well, unless he does, I think he's gonna lose that scout. No,
not yet.
Yeah, hole. If there's a hole. If there is a hole. If there is a hole in the wall, Squeaky will find it.
Squeaky will find it.
Squeaky is, again, poking down bees, and he's finding plenty of
he's finding villager kills under the TC
Yeah.
and Albin Garrison. That okay, got one. Might be worth it in a even match. I'm not sure though.
Close.
Idle TC time is now fairly even for both players. Bees, like has been noted in the chat. Thank you, Keltego, for blowing up our chat. Got to keep that activity going. Got to get that engagement up. Has enough res basically for Castle Age. Needs to build one more Feudal Age building though. Get the Dutchman to plug that dike. Yeah. I wonder if Bees knocked that hole down himself in order to get units out. I'm not sure. Sometimes players will do that. squeekyg going for a little bit more of an airtight seal on his own base as well. But he's going to chop through that front wood line and have a hole there too. We'll see. So man-at-arms as the Britons, I think the counter situation to that, to seeing that, would just be in the Japanese case to make your own man-at-arms and try to outmass. I don't know. Squeaky doesn't generally have the stronger economy to bees though, so maybe not. There's a hole in that wall as well. Oh, he's plugging it. He found it. He found it. Incredible. Keeping an eye out. Got to give this guy a little bit of a spot check. I think he's good now. Oh no, the marshes over there I think are not buildable, so there's going to be a hole in that southern tip of that palisade wall. And in fact, 2 man-at-arms make it through because of that. B's going to run. Might lose 1 villager. But the mass, again, Squeaky just kind of throwing away his units. It's still debatable whether that's worth it to get those kills. But it does mean you just don't end up having a standing army at that point, because you're just not killing the enemy and you're losing all your units. So Holland. Oh man. Still streaming more units in. Constant pressure here. This has got to get to B's at some point. Like he's feeling a little stressed right now. Even though it's, well, that trade was definitely worth, on balance, it's probably in favor of Bees to just take these raids and try to react to them.
Yeah. Bees has more units, but okay, now we're going for a duel here.
Going for the duel, Japanese guy's gonna win.
Oh, he gets it!
Close call.
1 unit health, and he's dead.
And he's dead.
And he's dead. Oh well.
There's now Bees plugging that hole. He's just got to keep plugging these holes. Yeah, 6+ fills, not as much as you may expect. Actually, that's pretty good.
But
Squeaky
right
working,
now,
on
Yeah,
his idle
Squeaky's
TC time a
doing.
little bit and getting that villager advantage, which I didn't really expect from him in this game to have a villager
Yeah,
advantage. But the
he's
raids
doing.
there under the TC are great.
Yeah, those raids have been doing really good because again, it's Bees is having to respond to try to deal with this, and during that time, Squeaky's been doing a good job of managing his economy, getting more resources. He's doing really well in most
And
areas.
he's kept the fight entirely in B's base too.
Yeah.
Like B's has not
So
been able to move out onto the map because he's too busy
yeah,
dealing with 2 man-at-arms in every single location in his base. So B's now halfway to Castle Age. That might make the difference. Squeaky G is almost ready to go up too, though. And spamming down those barracks, exactly what you want to see from the Japanese player. Maybe more on stone to get a castle and get those
yeah.
samurai out. I
Well,
think versus the Britons, like the meta Britons, who are just going to build archers and longbows, samurai will perform better than man-at-arms because, like I was saying at the start of this game, the Japanese Briton matchup is a little bit rough for the Japanese because they only have basically foot soldiers that they can build that are really good. That's like their main thing, and the archers will really just counter that out before they can gap close. So the better choice here would be samurai, just since they can move a little bit faster. I think it's 1.1 movement speed to like 0.9 movement speed of the man-at-arms. But
yeah.
hey, you know, that's kind of a very small margin of difference. It's just all the little things you can look for in a bad matchup like this. Second
I have to
TC for
see
blue.
where it goes. Good call there, just getting into the town center up to get some more production. And Squeaky's gonna find another hole. He's gonna.
It's always a hole. Always
a hole.
hole.
I don't think he's. I don't know if this is gonna be worth it.
He's trying to beeline one. Okay. There's a villager kill, I think. Yeah, but it was four man-at-arms for one villager there.
Yeah, all those men-at-arms are down. Man.
I mean, the KD is 14-9, but the eco KD is 0-8. So like, it's hard to tell who's ahead right now. Squeaky G is a fantastic player. He only needs to work on his scoutings, build orders, strategies, eco management, army compositions, control groupings, unit splits, expo dances, mangonel attack rounds, monk micros, knight surroundings, galley fights, lambing, chicken, clicking precision, building placements, not getting housed, map bans, and civ choices. Okay, yeah, that's just a few little things to work on there. And why is Stream Elements going with a Wololo? I think it's because somebody said conversion.
No, that's what it was.
Or monk. I don't know. He's our Stream Elements guy. He's got a few trigger words. One of them was in there somewhere in that copy pasta. Thank you, Arduous. Good to see you here, by the way. Hope you had a good time at soccer. Or whatever else you may have you there. Second TC for Squeaky G, matched with a third town center for Bees. And we do have all of those general melee infantry man-at-arms line upgrades for Squeaky G. Good to see that.
I'm going to say that's a good call. It's going to, if he's still planning to go for those pokes, it's going to make him a lot more effective. It's going to make it's going to be that much more of a nuisance for Bees. But again, Bees is making sure that he's keeping those holes plugged in.
And he does get
he's got plenty of units out right now.
Critical mass of units now. I think he's comfortable on moving forward to attack at this point. Eco upgrades a little bit more on Bee's favor here as he gets a few more for the farming efficiency and the wood gathering. But yeah, I mean, again, going back to that like meta conversation of this Civ matchup, maybe some mangonels would do you well here versus the archers, but I'm not sure how far the Japanese mangonel line upgrades go. I don't know if anybody wants to like Google that and get back to it. I'm not going to, but I'm not even sure if they get onagers, so that may not be a good trade after all. May not be a good unit to go for. And we have halberdier or whatever the castle feudal next tier of spearman upgrade is there. Still no, buried in salt. Hey, we all have bad days. Squeaky now kind of walling his base, but also not leaving a way for his reinforcements to get through is going to lead to a lot of walking time for the man-at-arms, a unit that you really want to minimize the walking of. But hey, that's a little thing. I've had plenty of time to think about this game because I pre-watched it because I had to. No other way. B's setting up the solid forward position now, just locking down his base of operations with the tower. And Spearman for squeekyg. I think that's just because he doesn't have res to build anything else right now. Now, just having reached Castle Age himself, or I don't know, recently, I don't know, I was distracted talking about something else.
Yeah, as soon as Bees got it, Squeaky had just queued up for it, so they were pretty close to one another.
B's moving up now with the military. 21 to 16 army count for these players. This is pretty good for squeekyg, and the hill is on his side. Hill attack bonus is pretty significant in this game.
Yeah, but Bees is backing off. Oh, he's going to fall back to the protection of the tower. Good
Bees,
call.
We've seen him do this before. Go forward to attack and then pull back to the tower area of effect.
Yeah,
now
I'm not sure. Yeah,
hill
so
bonus to Bees.
Yeah, it's not looking...
Now, the archers being on the rear of this formation will hurt Bees get degrees in the long run, I think, with the hit and run. Maybe could use some control group microing there, but I think this fight still goes in Blue's favor. It's going to be close, though.
It is. Wow, Squeaky is actually... Squeaky is coming out on top. Wow!
I was just saying I pre-watched, but I clearly don't remember everything. That was a victory for squeekyg by far.
That was a massive win for Squeaky. He's able to just tank all those tower shots and just plow through those units. That was insane.
14 to 9 army count now, and I really would want to see right now from squeakyg a push just straight at the enemy. He loves the raids. Well, do a raid right now while you have the advantage, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he will just because he's probably wanting to build up a little bit more, but...
I want to see the HP on those units. I talked to him after the game.
The
pre-watcher insight. I think he said he didn't want to go forward with those units because they were low health or something.
Again, it's a little hard. You know, it's hard to tell when to go in and when not to go in. But he
also Caltega with a great point there. Also, that tower doesn't have 0 tile range. It doesn't have murder holes, so those units could just have killed the tower and wiped out that vision. But now a castle drop from B's in the middle, while squeakyg, by the way, up in the right corner, dropping the castle in a sneaky spot of his own.
It's going to be really interesting to see how this is going to play out. Both castles are going to go up. Both are going to be in particularly interesting positions. And I think Squeaky's in a position to start poking on the side.
Got some salty boys in chat. Incredible stuff. Pour a little more salt on your dinner in respect. You got to do it. I like that second TC spot for squeakyg. Locks down like 3 gold piles right there.
Yeah, he's going to be rolling in the gold as long as he gets those villagers out and gets them working. I think he's in a... Yeah, both players in a particularly comfortable spot right now. Squeaky's plenty of wood right now, so I'm wondering if he's going to...
The knights and archers are really going to hurt for our Japanese player, I think. Yeah, good choice from Bees. There's a mill. Squeakyg going to take his first fish, and it's proxy fish.
Not a bad idea.
Bees with the central mining camp on that gold. Just might as well, in case the game goes long, take that before your enemy does. And Squeaky with the vision, at least, he sees what's happening here. I just would have loved to see more advantage being pressed.
He's not going to sit the tower, but he is going to know there's a gate there. And the first samurai are coming out now for Squeaky.
Got samurai on the field. Now these guys, what's their armor? 2 pierce armor with that upgrade included in that count. Versus man-at-arms, also 2. But the movement speed, again, 0.99 to 1.1. So I think that's a difference maker. Knights from squeakyg are good as well, but Bees is just sprinkling in random units like spearmen and stuff into his comp anyways. I'm not sure if he's just... I think he's just afraid of Cav from Squeaky at this point because he just has been constantly spamming light Cav raids for every single game they've played against each other. So, good read from Bees there. As he moves out with a few more units. We also get some rams from Squeaky in the top corner. I think he's built a siege workshop up there and some mangonels back at home.
Is the ranch
coming? He's only got those 2 there. Maybe a ram ranch.
The ram ranch coming, boys.
Could be potentially. He only has 17 on wood, though. I say only. That's quite a lot on wood, but for a man-at-arms samurai comp, it's quite a lot on wood. We'll see how much ramming we get to get out of this game.
Yeah, but both players are slightly unaware of what's going to be going on. But Squeaky's going to be seeing this massive ball of death coming in his direction.
Bees Beast is like much more centralized with his army. Squeaky splits. This happened last game too. He's been splitting it in multiple positions that can be used to gain a tactical advantage. But if you have to take any fights anywhere, you're just going to lose the fight because you have your army split up across the map. So
yeah, it's going to be really hard for him to address this massive ball of death that's going to be that's at his doorstep. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Only palisades to defend. This is going to fall very quickly. Let's see if he's
Yeah.
able to push back on this.
He's going to see
now?
it. Yeah.
A lot of archers are going to be probably the biggest issue.
Yeah, he's not going to be able. No,
The spears are going to be able to front line for this a little bit. I think Squeaky's trying to move on to the archers, but the spears are just tanking for their arrows.
Yeah,
Death ball right now.
Yeah, they're just getting shredded. This is
Squeaky has those mangonels. I would have loved to see those up front behind the walls, but
yeah. If
it's
Squeaky
not
wants
to
to do
be.
something, he's got to go in now. He has to do something now to try to respond to this.
Yeah, I mean, this army is not going to be able to kill any buildings. It can raid, it can kill villagers, but here's another raid from Squeaky G, probably going to take the attention away.
There is another hole, and those rams are going in.
We got 4 rams.
Not as much as we'd like to see from Squeaky, but it's a decent number.
It's a decent number. That's how many I would build before I move in, maybe 4. Okay, the villager KD now is 11-0 in favor of Squeaky G. 12, it's still going up. He's getting a lot of
units
pickups
are
here.
in, so yeah, he's going to be getting a lot of villagers. Going to be able to cut down on this production from bees. The question is going to be enough? Is going to be a time?
This is looking good for Squeaky G right now. I mean, the villager count too is 10,
Yeah,
76, 69.
He's through there, so he should be sending those units in and now to again get some more poke in. Bees is just continuing to push.
Kind of a base trade here is both players are APM taxed, trying to defend and attack at the same time. We'll see if these samurai are able to move in and get any kind of damage.
Yeah,
the knights cleaned up from Squeaky G though, with the spearmen and bees base. This is just a death ball of crossbows. It's hard to deal with in this situation. That said, he does have 2 mangonels just sitting there that could easily take care of at least a few of those.
Oh, those rams are going to go down because they're undefended. That's not
So
particularly
splitting
good.
the rams from the main army, yeah, that's unfortunate. Castle coming down for pink.
Panic castle, if he can get
Yep,
it, get enough
it's a
villagers,
panic castle.
You might be able to get it up in time. He's got all those villagers working on it. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it?
Looks like Squeaky wins this fight in Bees base right now, but
he's got
the
plenty of-
reinforcements are strong for Bees. This castle's going
he's got
up.
the castle up. The castle is up, so he's going to be able
Still
to get
looking good for Squeaky G. Villager count has swung in the other direction though.
And those samurai just cutting on all those spearmen and the skirmishers.
Cleaning
They're
up
going to
that
be able to
army.
do this stuff. Yeah, this is looking really good for Squeak right now.
At the same time, worker efficiency last minute, that final stat on the bottom right bar, 24% for Squeaky G because they were all just sitting around building the castle. So not great for him in the short term.
Yeah, Squeaky is doing a really good job of just, oh my goodness.
Caltego. That's why I like keeping games under 25 minutes. There's too much to think about once you get to Castle Age. Yeah, absolutely. That TC going to go down. And still this game could go either way. Like, it's very even. I wish I could check the resources gathered on this game right now because it's so close. And Bees, I think, wins this fight. As the Samurai bonus damage against unique units, but Man-at-Arms... Well, it could be close. I think he has the
he could be able to
resource.
Do this.
Yeah, he's got the defense upgrade that Bees doesn't have as well. So, yeah, this could work for Squeaky G still. Max 2 unit types. Absolutely, that's the way to go. Okay, numbers still spamming out for the Britain player. Not quite enough samurai here. And the Rams are kind of just not doing anything right now either.
I mean, they haven't been touched.
Okay, here's the fight. Those ranged units are going to be a big difference maker.
Yeah, it's looking. Oh, he's got.
And front line's cleaned up from blue again. Squeaky G taking the win on this fight.
Coming out on top, going to get those range units, no problem.
KD right now is 146 to 94 in favor of Squeaky G. I'm struggling to see how it can go too far south for him right now. That said, the Britons still Bees leaning into their archer bonuses.
Again, Bees hasn't made any other attack since Squeaky's been moving into his base, and that's just a testament to the pressure that Squeaky's putting on Bees right now. It's just he's taking out so many villagers, and a town center. He's put just bees on the back hill right now. Again, I think you're right, Tyler, the game can go either way, but Squeaky's looking pretty good right now.
B's making a Hail Mary market purchase to Imperial Age now.
Interesting.
He definitely knows that he needs to clear this right side if he wants to make anything happen. And he's got an archer mass over there now. We'll see if it's worth the investment to go imp right now, but I think maybe that's just in order to get rams or to get trebs.
I'd say the one thing that I definitely would like to see Squeaky do is if he's got the siege workshop over there, he could throw in some mangonels and really help out with his clearing out those units that he's dealing with right now. Because again, he's having a hard time approaching, and a wall going up.
Mangonels again, chat. I don't know if anybody wants to research this. Do Japanese get onager upgrades? Because right now they're just 2 mangonels sitting back there at base. Like maybe it's a little late at night or something, but he seems to have forgotten that they exist there. Cam, I want to get your opinion on something here. What do you think of squeekyg's gameplay so far in this set?
Right now, he's been doing. I'd say the big thing. I think he's been doing well in regards to the pressure he's been putting on Bees. I think he's doing a really good job of keeping him on the back foot. Again, Bees had that really good push early on, but once, but then he had that counterplay where he pushed into Bees' base and then took out a lot of resources and a lot of villagers from Bees. So I think Squeaky's doing a really good job of controlling the game. But again, the pace is starting to shift back into Bees. Based on what I'm seeing right now, it's shifting back into Bees' favor because he's responding to this, he's getting more units out. And
yeah, it seems like whenever a pause happens, Bees somehow gets the advantage again.
Yeah.
Like if there's just constant fighting, then it's on squeekyg's side, but he's not necessarily always able to keep the reinforcements up in order to keep that fighting supplied. As I say that, we have Slightly Chewy in the chat, squeakyg. That's why I asked. I wondered if you had a gauge on his gameplay. But so that third TC is back up for Bees. He rebuilt it in exactly the same spot.
To answer your question, Tyler, they do not have access to the siege onagers.
Do they have basic onager? I guess they do.
I don't think they even have basic onager. I didn't see that on the end.
That's rough then. I don't know if that's the right unit choice to make. Yeah. He probably realized that too, which is why he stopped making them.
So Squeaky again is just plenty of rams, but I think Bees has enough units to deal with these rams, so rams aren't going to get very far. And
the longbows now for Bees here too.
And Beast is just going right for
squeakyg trying to micro into the range. Yeah,
he's just not. He can't do it right now. He doesn't have enough unit diversity, and it looks like he's got the cav coming in the backside to try to get a flank in, but I don't think he's going to come in time.
Good play, but a little late. Bees with the double archer damage upgrade now is going to really start making plays. I think the morale was just super low when Squeaky was playing these games, but really they didn't actually go that badly for him. At the same time, we see one Trebuchet come out. I believe I remember him saying in the voice chat while I was muted, "Not another Trebuchet, come on." So definitely an emotional blow for him at this point, psychologically feeling a little bit defeated.
Yeah, there is I will attest to this. There is a psychological element to this game. Any of these types of games where if you see a unit you're not used to dealing with or you just don't like dealing with, there's a mental block that comes up, and it's hard. And it's hard to respond to that at times.
Yeah. Worker efficiency last minute. That's a stat we haven't really looked at too much in the past, but definitely is useful to tell like whose economy is performing better. Squeakyg at 72% with no pressure at home. Bees 47% as he's been dealing with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and it's looking really bad.
Now the samurai just try to charge in on the ranged units. It's really hard to deal with.
Yeah, and I don't think he's gonna get it. I just noticed that Squeaky finally started moving those mangonels in his base out, but
beelines the trebuchet, goes down, but at what cost?
Yeah, he's lost all those samurai. Another trebuchet is coming out, so it's.
I think I would have liked 754. We should be able to play that Age 4 game on time, roughly. I think I would have liked maybe archers from the Japanese player in this position. They have a fairly good archer line, but it's hard to. I mean,
I don't think.
I think it'd be a fairly even matchup then, because better man-at-arms.
Rushing the trebuchet again. He's not gonna. Is he gonna get it?
And I think this is the emotional damage. He's gonna. He doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it. No.
Oh man. So now you're just throwing away your units to take out that one type that you don't like. It's unfortunate.
That's so sad.
But it doesn't feel like there's any other choice, right?
He's gonna. No, he doesn't
Another
get it.
treb.
Oh
He's just
no!
sitting on top of the trebs.
Oh no!
Oh man. I
Oh
hate to see it.
no!
Death to all trebs in the
Oh
chat.
no!
Cam, can I get an
Oh,
"It's a massacre" from you?
it's a massacre. Oh
Yes, there
no!
it
It's a
is.
slaughter. It's looking.
Oh, this
Oh.
villa's over here
Oh
in the
no! These
castle.
villagers! I think he was going for a castle drop. He might have
Why
been
did
going
bees
for a
have
castle
units back
drop.
there? That's crazy.
And Bees is finally going to start. Oh, I thought he was going to. Bees might finally start to move back into the base again. Oh, the castle's down. Oh no,
Oh
no,
no.
no. Oh no.
Oh man. And the mangonels moved
Oh,
out only to move back again. So
oh, oh man.
those villas make the escape. We've got some.
Oh
I think that's
no.
the unique Britain longbow tech. I don't even know what that image is on the top left. What that research is. We have foraging and whatever that one is. Castle. Ooh, ouch. And B is just leaning heavy into the archer attack bonuses too. Very
He's
smart
he's definitely taking
researches.
advantage of that. Yeah, he has the
Squeaky
range,
G.
so he may as well use it.
Here's the range. Squeaky G with the infantry armor though. Very good choices there.
Yeah, and it looks like Bees is finally pressing his advantage. He's moving around, taking out these forward bases that Squeaky's established, and it's looking like he's in
Definitely
control of the game.
look like we have an equalizer going on right now at
Yeah,
least.
and
The KD's still in Squeaky's favor though. 189 to 180. It's narrowing. But that's something I didn't clock when we were watching this when I was watching this
yeah,
live, but
and
it's actually still even on that count. A lot of
yeah,
spears. I don't know why Bees leaned so hard into the halbs here, but it seems to have worked out. Maybe just as a meat shield. I don't know.
that or he just doesn't want to deal with cavalry like he did the
Yeah,
last game. But again,
could
I
be.
think a testament to Bees here for keeping his cool because he really could have panicked when
There
Squeaky's
were
made the push into
several
the base.
moments he was
Yeah,
really under pressure. Yeah,
and again, he did a really good job of handling it,
okay.
microwaving those little engages,
I mean,
and
he's got 17 idle workers just sitting there in a farm right now, but we'll look
oh
past
no,
it. We'll look past it. The army
yeah.
is working out real
There's a
well for
million
him.
things that are going on right now, and what was it that Call Tango said that it's better to end the game in the first 25 minutes because then there's not much to worry about.
Yeah.
Things get too complicated once you get to castle. Yes, I can think that's true.
I enjoy a quick game. I like a good rush in the feudal age. I've been working on my feudal age scout
Yep,
rushes build orders.
so Bees is feeling confident enough to move in. Squeaky does have a few units. He's going to try to do a counter.
Uphill
And
and
they're going to
against
go in. He's
range too.
going to
Is
get a
gonna
beeline
be.
right for the. He can't get to
He's
the archers. He
trying to
cannot
micro
get
to
to
the
them.
archers.
He
Yeah.
can't get there. The wall of pikemen is just too big.
I think you underestimated the amount of units there. Gonna have to fall back
Yeah.
and rebuild. This is something I like to see from Squeaky. Shows a little bit more experience, at least in this area. Not just trickling units in, at least this time. I don't know if we saw that in the past or not. I don't remember.
No,
But he's
good call.
building up a mass right now, going for another castle. Gonna be a little bit irrelevant with these trebs. Might not even go up. In fact, it just gets deleted right now.
That's
But he's
probably a
building
wise
up units
thing.
before attacking and not trickling them in.
Is just beelining right for those traps. He does not want those there.
He's just going for the trip. Just
He's
delete your
just
walls. Just delete the
Get
walls.
out of there!
Oh man.
Oh no, he's losing all the units. He's panicking. Oh, and the skirmishers on the side and the arbalists are getting those units. He's
Got
finally
a
getting.
side push from Bees too. Looks like, yeah, most of these men-at-arms, okay, some of them are fighting now. A lot of time has just been spent walking around trying to get to the unit that they want to attack, though, and that's not how you want to engage in H2. Blast Furnace now from Bees. Full attack upgrades on both archery and man-at-arms.
Yeah, he is feeling really
No
confident
defense
right
either.
now. Yeah, he's feeling confident right now. He's going in. He's coming out on the side as well. So this is looking. He's looking in complete control right now.
Killed a lot of villages on that gold, and KD now is 249, 221, so.
Yeah, I think he's got this game. I think it's over. It's not.
This
Bees doesn't
push
have an
looks
answer.
very wide and unstoppable. Long range wood choppers there from
Another
Bees,
castle trying to. He's trying to get another castle up.
Okay.
A panic castle. Another panic castle coming out, trying to do whatever he can here to stay in the game. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but he's trying here.
He's trying.
He's trying. He's not gonna. He's not wanting to go out just yet. He will not
At
go
this
silently
point,
into that night.
it's a matter of determination. Yeah, exactly. I will not go silently into that dark night. As those trebs just kind of make castles irrelevant. Late castle or late Imperial Age castles kind of just become sort of a small road bump.
And again, because he has access to those Imperial Age upgrades, he's going to be doing so much more damage because of it.
B's actually pulling 4 workers forward to repair that trebuchet that was almost killed earlier.
Kind of a good idea there. Again,
nice touch. Real Treb.
Nice touch. Yeah, good call.
Treb fan here, Treb enjoyer. Not a woodline enjoyer though. Could work on that one. Oh, we had another attempted raid with some light cap.
I was noticing. I wanted to say something, but there's too much going on in the bottom.
There's just too much going on. Yeah. 2 castles with fully garrisoned villagers inside.
And some more archery ranges going up. Yeah,
you might notice Bees has the clear advantage here, but also he's so focused on this attack. 15 idle workers back at home, and still only 54% worker efficiency. That late game eco.
Yeah, again, I don't think he's too worried about that right now. But
yeah, it doesn't really matter at this point. 3,000 food in the bank. squeekyg going for a Hail Mary archery range build. Going to be building those skirmishers. We kind of forgot about skirms. He and I both age 4 enthusiasts more than age 2. So when he built those, when I was watching earlier, I thought, what is he going to try to out archer this guy? But obviously skirmishers, not in age 4, but are in age 2, going to be the clear counter to the English archers. So maybe skirmisher samurai would be a good build to go with here. Good comp. A little late though. Little late. With 2,100 wood, we'll see how many skirmishers this guy's able to pump out. 72 skirmishers in queue, by the way.
Oh my
that forward castle drop from Bees.
He's committing to this. He's ready to go.
Yeah, hey, man, Bees has been very fluid with his unit comp, so we'll see if he's able to deal with any damage here. I mean, I think this is more of a I won't quit right now kind of a thing.
Yeah, and again,
I'm gonna win the game.
Bees is setting up a forward castle in Squeaky's base, so he's feeling confident right now. He is.
Slightly chewy in the chat. Just hates the squeekyg guy. Not a fan.
Yikes.
Final castle about to fall for pink.
And again, those last few upgrades coming through for Bees right now, so he's rolling in it right now, man. He's got complete control, and Squeaky again making a last ditch effort here. An army of skirmishers.
He's housed though at 76, 75 pop.
Oh no!
Even the last ditch effort has been taken down. Oh, gonna drop some houses in that corner, and I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Just because we need to get to that age 4 live game as it is now 8:02. But we've got
getting those houses up, so he wants to be able to get those more skirmishers out.
Yeah.
Sending his units, he's sending his villagers off to he's sending them up.
Where are those villagers going down there? They're dragging the whole army south.
I mean, he's could be last ditch effort to. This is an interesting choice. It looks like, okay, so his army
probably the worst thing here, not the ranged units, but the spearmen find this side base.
Oh no! So they're gonna be able to take out those houses, but again, he's got plenty of skirmishers. And the 2-handed swordsman too. Oh, taking the fish, love that. The Trebs just continuing to chip away. I don't know. This is just a distraction from squeekyg. I mean, that's all I can think of it is at this point. He's just trying to do whatever he can to stay in the game, and I mean,
there's skirmishers the fight. Okay.
I think he wins.
He's cleaning it up.
Yeah, he's got enough skirmishers. I think he's gonna win this.
Look at those losses. Look at those dead purple guys.
Oh my goodness.
It's
a massacre. Bees.
It's a massacre.
All those pikemen. It's a slaughter. Oh, he can't do it. Squeaky's staying in the game.
He's staying in the game still. He has what is this? 71 skirmishers. With 76 with 37 more in the queue.
Oh my gosh.
As we just fast forward even more.
It's a battle of wills right now.
It's a battle of wills. Finds the Trebs. Maybe he'll take the Trebs out. I think he said to me, if I kill these Trebs, that's what I want to do. If it's the last thing I do.
I mean, he has enough skirmishers to do it, so he just... Oh, he's committing to it.
I think the split there was a
here it comes. He's gonna
engagement.
This
looks like the last fight.
Oh no! Here it comes. He's committing everything he has to this.
Really,
the archer's range is just ridiculous. He's gonna be able to get the one Treb. Treb's going down.
Man-at-arms line. One Treb. Oh.
Oh no! It does not die. The Trebuchet does.
Oh, the Trebuchet holds.
Die.
And more skirms there, but not in the front line.
Coming out, so maybe he's finally gonna get this.
I think Bees has the man-at-arms line now.
Oh my gosh!
The champions. Ooh.
Oh man!
And with that, the spirit is broken and the game is over. 129 skirmishers made, all within like the last 20 minutes of the game.
Incredible.
153 spearmen for some reason from Bees. I don't really know why he made so many spears in this game, but it worked out for him. They were a solid meat shield. They were cheap. I guess the resources they cost are different from the archers. So.
Oh my gosh, man.
There you go.
What a game.
What a game.
That was insane.
And what a cast, Cam. Thank you for getting so into that.
That was insane, dude. And just when you thought it was going to go in Bees' favor, it started going into Squeaky's favor. Just when you thought it was going into Squeaky's favor, and went into Bees' favor. Man, that was such a back and forth game. Well played on both players' parts.
Yeah.
Well played.
Absolutely.